So Mr. Brown's professional development today was amazing. As someone who fully stands behind the idea of personal growth, I felt like this was such a wonderful way to bring our entire staff together and just kind of hit that home that we can't pour from an empty cup. And it's just so important to make sure that we are taken care of and to make sure that we as a team work together because we do truly have a common goal. So it was a wonderful professional development, different from any that I've experienced before. It was wonderful. Invite Mr. Brown to come to your school. I can only imagine how amazing this would be for students to see the ideas of personal growth and taking ownership and responsibility for their choices.
Mr. Brown's professional development was way more exciting than any more professional development that I've ever been to. It's also a lot more insightful than I've ever experienced before. I felt a lot more connected to my peers and my staff in a way that was a lot more generic in any other professional development courses that I've been a part of. The basics of making better choices and you will live a better life. And I've heard so many of the kids talk about that so many times, but immediately applying it to our life and my personal life and my career life, it's very important to have that parallel for not only the kids, but their environment as well. I would definitely recommend Mr. Brown's professional development course to another school. I think this is especially perfect if you're going through a big transition with your administration or anything in your community. This is a really good stepping stone for that.
I thought Mr. Brown's professional development was amazing to be a part of and to watch. I think that our school really benefits from this kind of meeting, if you will, or assembly. I think that I've been lucky enough to see you both in this setting with the staff and the faculty, as well as with the students. And it's a delight to be a part of and to watch. Mr. Brown's Choose Well program has impacted this school greatly in probably more ways than I could even say. I know that my daughter has been a part of this school for 2 school seasons now, and to this day, she comes home with Mr. Brown's slogans. It definitely leaves an impact. I think everybody can benefit from you make better choices, you live a better life, and I think that it goes without saying. We need more of that in our world, really. But if we're talking small scale, counties, the state, yes, bring Mr. Brown and his programs into your school, 100%.
Mr. Brown is famous on this campus. They are so excited when they see the stickers, we wear the shirts, they reiterate the sayings. They're constantly like, oh yeah. They get really excited when they know he's coming, and I see them trying really hard to make good choices. Like, oh, remember what he said, and reminding each other. Like, oh, remember Mr. Brown. It's so awesome. It's really awesome. I wish there was more collaborative meetings with all staff involved. I get to know them on a professional level all the time, but in a different setting where we're not working. We're just being friends. It's really cool. Today was healing. Today was validating. It was very helpful, encouraging, motivating, just positive vibes. I think we're all we all needed to be on the same page, and this kind of gave us the tools to be able to do that.
Mr. Brown's professional development is different in that it recognizes that there's a need for connection and community, and that it establishes opportunities to set that up. So making everyone comfortable, making everyone feel at home. The fact that people were able to let their guard down a little bit and just be human instead of having to be teachers or be administrators or clerical or whatever. And it was just people having a conversation with people. And that's what's most important, I think, and we lose sight of that. Having everyone at a professional development is critical because every single individual that's on this team is part of the community to support the children. And no one job is more important or less important than another. And I think that needs to be the voice, that just because I'm here and doing this doesn't make me any different than someone who's serving lunch or someone who's helping clean a room, or someone who is watching kids at recess, or someone who's teaching a class. We're all doing it for the same outcome, and we have that same mindset. And we need to understand being on that same team is so critical. I think it's the most important part, is that we're recognized as equals. The fact that they were allowed to just be themselves, and we're in one room, we're one community, we're one team, working one goal, and no one felt different. Everyone felt equal. And I think that by creating that equality and that unity, you create a better opportunity for everybody. Any administrator, any school, this is a benefit that you can't pass up. Let your staff come together and become a community that's driven towards one common goal, and that's the kids. That's what I would say.